Right.
Charlie Bevan.
All right, speaking of coaches filling buckets, we talked a little bit about this at the 7 o'clock hour, talking about the coaching cycle that Matt Eberflus was brought in on. After that day that the Giants had on Sunday, where they just got their asses kicked by the Jets, or by the Eagles, and pretty much embarrassed, it got me thinking about Brian Daboll's future, and the hiring cycle that he was in included 10 coaches: Eberflus, Daboll, Nathaniel Hackett, Lovie Smith, Dennis Allen, Josh McDaniels, Todd Bowles, Doug Peterson, Kevin O'Connell, and Mike McDaniel. Shot or no shot, apart from O'Connell, Eberflus was the best hire of this cycle.
Well, we go through the names. Like, you weren't going to do Lovey 2.0.
No.
That
There's
wasn't
some
happening.
bad names on here.
Yeah.
So, and you mentioned Dan Quinn, correct?
No, he did not get hired this. He got hired this previous cycle.
I see. Give us
that list again.
So it was Eberflus, Daboll, Hackett, who's fired, Lovie Smith, fired,
Yeah.
Dennis Allen, still there, Josh McDaniels, fired, Todd Bowles, still there, Doug Peterson, Kevin O'Connell, and Mike McDaniel.
Todd Bowles is a pretty good coach.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good
very good
defensively.
coach.
You couldn't tell last night, but
No.
he is a good.
Before last night. Not against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, but
I'll never use the Q word, but boy, there's some give up plays there in
Yeah,
that secondary
no doubt.
yesterday. I watched
No
that.
doubt.
I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
right.
Wow. So out of those names, Charlie, so Todd Bowles resonates with me.
Same.
I think McDaniel and the Dolphins is like,
I mean,
I can make the case. I was thinking about if you were going to make the case, it would be this. Eberflus just got his quarterback. Mike McDaniel has had his quarterback in Tua, and when he doesn't have that quarterback, he is a much worse coach. They're 6-12 without Tua Tagovailoa. They have a non-functional offense without him. I think Eberflus has shown that he is capable of doing almost as much with less than Mike McDaniel has.
well, I guess to the point, there are no significant upgrades besides Todd Bowles on that list for me.
Right.
Because
Right. I agree with you on that.
because McDaniel is tied to Tua, and I know that if it doesn't go well, he's going to get fired. I think I like Mike McDaniel. I think
do
he's
I.
got a good offensive bedside manner. I just don't know what that looks like next year,
Right.
if Tua's not healthy.
Yeah, Charlie, you're exactly right. A non-functional offense without Tua. That is exactly what it is. But I like Mike McDaniel. I think he's so interesting, and but don't let that distract from the evidence. So
Yes, he looks like Miami.
he does. He's had quite the glow up. That's for sure. This is. I mean, I'd have to look around, but Flus has had a glow up. McDaniel's had a glow up since he got hired.
Yeah. So the question is, Charlie, give it the question again.
Yeah, shot or no shot. Matt Eberflus is the best non-Kevin O'Connell hire from this cycle.
I think
That's
that's
a shot.
it's a slight no shot with Todd Bowles, but the rest of it is true.
Among the others, yeah.
But then again, think about this. Just say it out loud. You're at House Hall, and Eberflus is fired, and Todd Bowles walks in, and the perception would be, oh, another defensive coordinator.
It would. It would.
Better
But I would
coach.
think people would say significant upgrade.
Yes. And I guess these days, we don't have to put labels on coaches anymore.
Right.
As long as that coach can be able to find the best head coach for the offense, the best offensive coordinator, then we're away from this whole thing of he's only a defensive coordinator. He only knows one thing. He might only know one thing, but he presides over the entire
Our
team.
team. Exactly.
You guys are peppering Eberflus with all offensive questions for the most part. So he's got to be able to understand.
We absolutely do.
and
Yeah.
answer them.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll be interesting to see in the next 4 years what the offensive coordinator hiring cycle happened in the last offseason with Shane Waldron and Cliff Kingsbury and also and decide then who was the best among those. That would be interesting.
That's a really good question, Charlie. When you think about all those other coaches.
Yeah, I don't know if I fully believe that I would take Eberflus over McDaniel today, but being a head coach, I think we're learning is a lot more. And I need to remind myself of this a lot. Being a head coach is a lot more than just dialing up a good offense. And while Eberflus isn't an offensive guy, I do think he's shown a little bit more adaptability to his whole team than McDaniel has.